Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Chance Trades. First of all, we're gonna do a little retracement back into the prior week. We did have an early start the other week, so not a lot of people that caught the moves were from our initial usual start time at 6:30. We actually got moved up now, so from now on it's 6 p.m. But we went over a couple of stocks last time, and hopefully you guys give me some stocks to look at today, but we'll go over it right now. We actually looked at CCIV. Someone brought up CCIV, so this is a very interactive thing. We'll look at stocks together. But someone asked to look at CCIV, and I told them that they're fine. And once we hit the supply zone, that we will reject and look to close out for profits at this level right here. So if we played a video, so if we get a reaction out of this level, if you're in this trade already, CCIV, who said this? If you, anyways, we said get this touch at this 29.38 level, and then you see a rejection. Just know that we called it here on Benzinga first. So we called this trade before it happened. Let's look what happened after the fact. So CCIV, this is the exact same level that was called out on Benzinga last week when we did the show earlier on. So it approximately made what is this, the day? So from right here, approximately a move of 23% since we called it out on Benzinga live. So it happened, and congrats to whoever asked that question. I think someone asked, who was it? The Wall Street guy, I think it was. If you're still here, congrats. And then another trade we called out was FSEL. I think FSEL didn't react. Well, it's currently a trade that I am eyeing, and I think that we will get a reaction out of here. We're still currently in the demand zone right here. And I do think that we will go a lot higher. I think we could see this 1452 level, which is approximately a 71% move. Obviously, it's not going to happen overnight. A 71% move is going to take time to happen. But I think we are going to hold up this demand level and sprint from here. Another trade we did was ATVI. Somebody brought up ATVI. I'm not sure who it was, but I said, you are looking good. This trade was an amazing trade. And we'll go ahead and play this video. I'll probably set my stop around this 87.44 level. Within a choppy phase, options July. So we said that as long as it holds this demand zone, we should see continuous upside. Although it is a choppy level, we should see upside from here. And ATVI, this is what it did. A 6% move out of demand. And if you guys play options, you guys already know that a 6% move is a lot. If you're playing weeklies, a 6 to 7% move could, go over 100 to 200%. Anyways, the trades I'm looking at, as you guys can see in the title, is TLRY, Tesla, and WPRT. Tesla reacted off of our supply zone here and has been rejecting for a while. This is a triangle in play. However, I do think that we are going to actually break down out of this triangle and head lower. We had this from the start. If you look at the daily chart, we think that this is just a relief bounce. So our complete correction should end at around this 423 level. I know it sounds crazy, but, give it a little time to work out. Even if not, you could play a short-term correction, which we do see here. And to bring in the platform yesterday, there were huge put sweeps. Let's go over to I think it was yesterday, I believe. Yesterday, we had some huge put sweeps that came in. As you can see here, 700,000 and 187,000. Again, main thing, chance AI is over 1. Spot price was 688 for next week. I believe that is, next week. And that's a pretty far out the money strike. I mean, they're already making money currently, as they are $10 down from the since they got in. But 688 was an amazing entry, and it rejected right off of there as of right now. So a 688 to current, a 1.73% move. You guys already know the Tesla contracts work crazy. And I think we're going to go lower from here, especially with Confluence from callsandputs.com. I do think that next week there might be some sort of catalyst that brings Tesla lower. Although this is a bullish formation, I do see that it is going to reject it simply because there's a huge supply zone here. We've rejected multiple times, and I don't see it going higher. If you like ATVI, check out MYPS. MGA, okay. ATVI. I didn't like ATVI. Someone brought it up, and you know, we just called out the trade. And I think ATVI still has more upside. We're still within this chop area, obviously rejected, but I think that we should have a little more upside, probably towards this 97 to 100 level. But great trade to whoever took that. MYPS. Ooh, this is a relatively new company, huh? Yeah, this is way too new for me to do anything. I mean, you know, even the 20-day moving average. I mean, this thing doesn't. How long ago is this? Oh, it's already been 7 months. But yeah, I mean, there's really no technicals here for us to really look at. I mean, you have a base drop over here, but is relatively close. Are you investing in this, or it's a SPAC? Well, no, this merged already, right? Play Studios. It merged with Play Studios, no? Yeah, just launched. Yeah, there's no technical. I'm solely a technical trader, so this really has nothing for me. 5K units. Okay. When did you get in? I'll look a little more into this, and I'll give you an update on the next show. But as of right now, I have no knowledge of this company, and if we're talking about like technicals, there's really no technicals. Yeah. Forget about technicals. Yeah. VNDA at 8. Oh, you got him pretty nice. Good entry point. I'm gonna check it out though. If this is like a gaming, I don't know. I mean, you have Roblox, you have this, you have a lot of gaming companies are actually doing quite all right. But I'll check it out. Let's see if they have a decent valuation that's not too high, and we'll see where we go from there. VNDA. Oh, this one, pharmaceutical. I actually see some. I mean, you're actually entering into a shoot. I mean, just from this, I mean, I want to say we're gonna have a move down, but you also do have pretty bullish indicators. However, if we base this off the Elliott, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might have a rejection soon. Let me 1 second. Give me a second. Are you currently in this play? Who is it? Papa Bull? Was that you that asked? Yeah, Papa Bull. Yeah, you're. I mean, that's way. I think you still have a little upside, but here you want to be cautious. I mean, it's a relatively huge. Actually, not really a 10%. I think you still have a little more upside, but after 5 waves, you typically get an ABC correction. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you could definitely, after hitting this level, potentially get something like this. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be perfect. No one could really predict. This would probably be my entry point if we do get in somewhere around here. I mean, you have some bullish indicators. I think you could go and stretch a little further. Again, make sure that you screenshot this, and if it happens, make sure to tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. Actually, let me check the sweeps if there's any. Actually, I got to go back to we got to go back to today's the 1st. Let's see if there's any sweeps here. I don't think so. I've never heard of this ticker before, so VNDA. Could you explain how visible range volume profile works? I've never used volume profile on TradingView. I usually use for TradingViews, like I'm pretty new to. On TD Ameritrade, it's pretty simple. All you do is plot. I'm sure we could go through it though. Volume profile just shows. All right, let me take out one. I'm gonna take out one of my indicators for you. So it really is. What the hell? Unless that one's not free. It really just shows you where majority of the action happened. I don't really use volume profile. It could be a great way to see where the point of control is. So, you know, if you're headed into a demand zone and you see that that's also a high volume node, that means that there's a lot of interest there. So, let's see. I think Roblox recently had like a huge move. So let me see if the volume profile would actually see what the fuck. There's Roblox. I mean Tesla supply. So as you can see here on Tesla, you're in a high volume node and it matches up perfectly with a supply zone. So that would be a way of identifying where you might see some resistance or support, but I don't really use it because you basically get the same information by looking at, like, you know, drop base rally or whatever, rally base rally, demand zones or whatsoever. So it is a good thing to use as Confluence if you do. No, there are free versions. It's just that everyone has like their own thing. So like these are free. This one, Pro. I don't know what exactly. These indicators on TradingView, unless it's like a specific like crazy indicator that someone came up with, do not pay for any of them. Like volume profile, you know, some people even sell volume indicators that you got to pay for. Like I don't understand. You explain how to identify supply and demand zones. I do, but it's not actually on my YouTube page. I don't think I have it on my YouTube page, but you could. It's pretty simple, and trading is really simple. I think the reason majority of people fail at trading is just patience and just getting greedy or playing weeklies. You know, a lot of the time, if you could find a like a rally-based rally or like a drop-based rally, it means that, you know, after a large drop, it based out for a period of time and then it continued dropping. The basing areas, majority of the time, they're going to be of some sort of, I wouldn't say high volume node, but you could find a supply or a demand zone there. Yeah, I could. Let's see. You know, the difference between supply and demand versus support and resistance, it's really it's very, very similar. It's just instead of a level, you're looking more so at a zone. So two demand, two support levels, etc. So like here, AMD is the easiest one because it's been chopping forever. There should be a breakout on this soon. I mean, you got a whole bunch of movement here. You only have 1, 2, 3. I think AMD potentially will break out on this the current rise. So again, everything here is logged. So if it happens exactly as we planned, like we did on the prior week, make sure to come check us out every Thursday. But I think AMD has a lot more to go from here. However, I will look for a retracement. Since this is so, according to the Elliott wave, wave 2 and 4 corrections have to alternate. So this is a flag, so it's an ABC correction. For the next correction, you're probably going to see some sort of pennant or triangle. So I don't think that it's going to break out now. I think after wave 4, maybe we see something of a triangle here and then a breakout. Anyways, let's answer your question though. So like we're going to have a raw chart. Now, how do we find a demand zone here? It's relatively simple. So right here, we get the gap up, right? We get the gap up, and then you see this is somewhat like a doji. This means indecision. People are, you know, buying, selling, and you see we have a constant reaction out of this level. This is called a drop base rally. So from a drop base rally, you know that there are buyers here. Why are there buyers here? There was previously a this was the gap up, and after that, people didn't really know what exactly to do. Look at how simple that was. all we did, and again, obviously, there's way more technicals to this than just plotting, but the exact levels from the top of this doji to the bottom, and look at this. Then after that, you'll plot in your levels just to make the numbers show. And look, it's to the T. This is what you call a drop base rally. And you see that it reacts multiple times. And if you caught these multiple times, you could play short-term trades and make some money like that. Very, very simple. AMD is the best one to look at because this thing's been chopping forever. But you do see demand and interest right here. And the reason I say like the high volume nodes don't always work is because you can see here, we actually don't have a ton of volume. However, a lot of the time for these demand zones to work, that's where, you know, the big institutions, etc., actually pick up shares. You'll see volume increase on the drop down. So let's take out this volume profile, add back volume. And you should usually see that there are high volumes going down, even though some people say volume, let's say you have a high volume move down, that's bad. You have to take the whole context of it because yes, there are people supplying into the sell. However, you have to know where exactly people, the volume is coming in, because a lot of the time, and people don't realize this, is that when there's a seller, there's a buyer. So a lot of the time there will be news that comes out and then retail panics and they're like, crap. So they start selling, and that is when you get the liquidity for these institutions to just buy a bunch of shares. So as you can see here, see this huge volume right here, right into demand. So that is how you could tell that somebody is actually interested in AMD and they know something's gonna happen and they come in. Same over here. Here, not really, but same over here. So you have to here as well. So you have to take everything into context. Yes, volume is very important. If you have a high volume sell, just, you know, selling into nothing, then yes, there's a high chance that you know, is a strong move down. However, when it's coming down into a demand level, who is the one buying on a news drop? So let's say they release like someone downgrades AMD or something. You know, who released that and who is buying it, even though there's a huge news that came out saying like, you know, they downgraded AMD or something. Institutions. That's how they make money. I hope that helped you a little laterally. Again, it comes down to a lot more than obviously just finding dojis, and but that's why I say AMD is a lot easier. But Roblox actually is a trade that I'm also looking at. My friend was like, on our Discord server, actually, one of the guys was like panicking, I believe, about Roblox, and he was like, should I sell? So he says, Chance, can you please chart out Roblox? It seemed extremely oversold. I said, checking. I said, Roblox actually looks good. This could be a 1-2-1-2 count. He was debating on getting out of the call, but Roblox just entered the demand level, and he was about to get out. But as you can see, we reacted into our demand level. As of right now, it's basing. I don't know if it will go up, and that's why I didn't take the trade, because Roblox has been up and down lately. I mean, we played this already, and it paid us pretty well. But as of right now, I do see an upside. As you can see here, we reacted to this demand level. I am looking for a move up to this 98. I'm not sure if there was actually news on this, if any of you guys know. TLRY, yes, Tommy Papas. That's actually a trade that I am looking at. Well, actually, I am in it already. I took some leaps. And there was some really weird sweep today. This one. I mean, it's not a... The only thing is that it's not a position of size. But for 2 years out, a 90 strike. I know for sure it's an opening because size is equal to volume, and open interest was 171. So, you know, it's an opening position. However, It's a far out the money strike, and it's only 132,000, which makes me think, like, are they like sell? Is this a sell to open? But TLRY also looks. I mean, you have everything surrounding TLRY, like the marijuana stocks. They're all looking pretty ready for another explosive move. And this also looks like a potential inverted head and shoulders here. And it looks like it's ready. I really like it. I entered, sorry, I'm like a little drunk. I entered a leap call. Actually, let me check what it is because I don't want to just blabble. I took a TLRY 18 call for June 17, 2022. I do think with the legislation going on and all of that, I do think weed is going to be legalized, and it also looks like it's ready for another move up. This was the first initial impulse that went all the way up to 67, I believe, whatever the high is. No, this wasn't right, but yeah, anyway, 67.13. Oh, maybe after hours is on, that's why. But anyways, this is the initial move up, and then we get our corrective count, which is this wedge here. So we actually just recently broke above this wedge. And I do think that if any of you guys know that this is a bullish wedge, we just broke out of it. This could potentially be a 1 for the Elliott wave count, and this is a 2. And if you guys study the Elliott wave, the third move is usually the most explosive move. I do think that we are going to top out above that. This is this is a new impulse, a bull impulse. So I do think we're gonna go a lot higher. I don't know exactly what happened today though, because we did explode up a little. I think to like 1850, 1830. Yeah, we went from 18 to 1830. Yeah, 1830, and then we came back down, and I was like, what the hell? My leaps were already up 17%, but I don't know what happened. I am very bullish on it though. Actually, let's look at the sweeps. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing of size. The only thing that my golden filter picked up was this TLRY sweep, which was very extraordinary. I am bullish. I am in the trade with you though. QS Homer. I was in this trade. I am looking to potentially get in. We took this trade the other day. Look right here. But this one was the other entry. I think we had another entry that was really, I think it paid over 40% when it made that initial pop. I like it a lot, but it did break below my demand level. We played it off the demand the other day, and this initial move right here, we played this move and it went up, and that was a huge winner. But now I have to reassess. I haven't reassessed yet, so I don't want to give you anything. Are you in the trade right now, Homer? Because if you're not, I would wait for this to actually base out before I take another trade. The next level of demand, and again, take it down, just so that next time you could come back and say you were right or whatsoever. This would be the level that you could look for a potential long. Anything above 2561, I would say, is a long on QS. We should get some sort of and also look, I mean, this move down, there wasn't much volume. If we see a move down into this demand with a higher than normal volume, I would say that would be extremely good buy. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to get into the trade at the middle. So if we could get to, actually, let me send my alert. If we could get to this level, I will go in again. Homer small though with some time. SNDL is annoying as shoot. Papa Bull, however, if you are Papa Bull, if you SNDL, I had positions before, and SNDL is a great way to make weekly income. Every time that thing pops, look at the supply zones and just freaking sell covered calls. That thing is amazing. Like I think I bought, I think it was 4,000 shares, and it popped like I think 50 cents to like 1.2 or something like that. Dude, with IV going insanely like batshit crazy, if you sell covered calls, I think the first time I sold the covered call, it covered the whole position. So if you have a lot of shares, look into selling covered calls and it'll help you out. Tommy Papas. Wait, what did we speak about? Oh, TLRY. Yeah. FUD. I actually just learned that term not too long ago. But yeah, TLRY looks good, and QS also looks fine. How do you think Tesla will perform tomorrow? With wait, is Tesla reporting earnings? No, earnings is 721. How do you think Tesla will perform tomorrow? Again, I trade mainly off of technicals. According to the Elliott wave, we are in wave 4. So we should have another leg up. However, even with the other leg up, I think the max we could go up to is this 708 level, and then we should come back down because on the longer time perspective, this is just a relief bounce, or at least it seems as such. I have it going down drastically. I mean, it sounds crazy. Would it ever hit? I don't know, but I'm just playing directional for now. You see, the thing with trading and calling out numbers, especially when I'm calling a downside, is that the market is rigged to go up. So, I could call Tesla 1,000, and one day, if it does hit 1,000, I could say I called it. However, calling a downside is a lot harder than calling upside, because it might not ever go down. Inflation or whatsoever, it might not ever go down. Could just keep going up. The market is also rigged to go up. So, who knows? I think right now this is a huge resistance. I mean, we've reacted multiple times. I don't know if you were here earlier, but Tesla had a lot of put sweeps as well. We'll look at the chance AI higher ones. Yeah, this is just like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. But yesterday, again, we got some pretty bearish. Jesus Christ. Gee, look at this. We're about to have a seizure together. I don't know if this is because of the storm or what, but let's go to 630. Tesla. See, yesterday we got a huge put sweep. This one and also the 700,000 one for next week, actually. So whatever you're looking at, was it? Oh, reporting vehicle deliveries tomorrow. So this might actually be the catalyst for these puts, unless someone is hedging. See, the thing with puts is that we don't know if the person is hedging or what. But again, chance AI over 1. I mean, these people they already made money. I don't know if they got out yet. We would have to check the option chain for the open interest to see if they got out. But if you're saying that vehicle deliveries is tomorrow, there might be a huge chance that it could come down. Space and again, because I know space just moved. Damn. Post at 50.76. I mean, what happened? Jeez, 17% up after. Jesus Christ. Did any of you guys play space? That's insane. Neo. Let's see. Let's check out Neo. Neo looks like we should have more upside. I would be careful up here. Think we could definitely get up there. That is your rally base drop right here. Was there any reason for it to come down like this? Was there any news for Neo? Let's see. Oh, yeah. I think Neo and a lot of Chinese stocks actually got hit with that new COVID-19 concern. Are you trading it, or are you investing into it? Space popped already, BX, apparently. This thing went crazy. That thing went 17% up. Ah, Neo had June deliveries. You see it, and what? It came down how much? 10%. That is a lot. I mean, maybe it could be. And again, you could see that there's a huge. I'm gonna just take this out for now. You see this huge wick? That's not a good sign. And a constant rejection on high volume. Again, remember we said if we go into a demand or a supply with high volume, for every buy there's a sell, for every sell there's a buy. So you have to look at it on the whole picture. So we've been coming up on decent volume. As soon as we hit the supply, we have a huge volume. So we have to realize that this place, there's people interested in getting rid of their positions here. Look, and then we come right back down. We reject again on high volume as well, higher than these previous ones. So look, we get this, and over here, look at this wick. This is not a good sign. Again, it could just be that people are panicky and they're not sure if Tesla will beat the delivery numbers. So maybe they just sold off. But, people are obviously hedging because, if we look at the Tesla sweeps, the put sweeps that are highlighted, people are obviously worried. No one just goes. I mean, people that play Tesla obviously got money, so 700,000 really isn't much. It could be a hedge, especially with just 1 week out. People who have they don't really play weeklies, and it's very dangerous for weeklies. So this could just be a hedge. Who knows? I mean, Tesla again. They've never really made money. When I went to buy a Tesla, they told me that they're working with New York to have their taxis as all Teslas. Like you couldn't do a lease to buy for the Model Y and the Model 3 because all of those Teslas are going to be converted into taxis. So I am very bullish on Tesla in the long term. It's a solid company and they have a solid story and people freaking love Elon Musk. But again, I'm only a technical trader, so haven't done much digging into like their fundamentals. But I do know that they never really made much money to begin with. $200K sales, or I mean, how much would that be? If Tesla doesn't meet expectations tomorrow, can NEO go up? Dupre, that's a great question. Obviously they're competitors. So if Tesla does bad, but then again, NEO, Benzinga already said NEO had June deliveries. So obviously there was a bad reaction. So, it could possibly be that NEO and Tesla both have declining electric car sales. So who knows? I do think Tesla is going to go down as of right now. Even if it were to go up, I don't see much upside, probably again to this supply level, which it has rejected multiple times already. But I do have Tesla going a lot lower. This is where I want to go long, this 418 level. And a lot of people think this is a huge number, but it's really not because, if we factor in, what it was prior, I think they did a 4 to 1, right? Was it a 4 to 1 or a 5 to 1? I think it was a 4 to 1. This would still be near the $2,000 level, so it's not a lot, For it to go down that much from here, you're looking at approximately a 40%. That actually is a lot, but I do think that after it gets down here, we should have the next bull impulse that should bring us a lot higher. But as of right now, I like the downside more. Because upside, there's not much upside. I only see it close to a 3% upside move from here. Chance, you're waiting for the 400s to enter in Tesla. Yes, sounds crazy, but Again, I'm not an investor. I've been playing the short over here. I played the short for Tesla. I played the short over here. Wait, right here. Played it on the 24th. I said it's entering a supply zone, as you can see here. And we ended up, I think, pocketing more. I think we ended up pocketing over 40%, actually. Yeah, 40%, 42%. So I only trade. I mean, you know, investing doesn't really phase me. But if it does get here, maybe I will. But again, we're just trading direction. I think we have a lot of times to I feel an epic short squeeze on space after the sell-off and this pop. To pray, it really depends. If it's a, you know, off the supply, the fact that I took because Tesla contracts are expensive. So usually when I play like 2 weeks or a weekly. So most of the contracts cost about $1,000. So I usually scalp it, you know, instead of holding it to tomorrow, especially when, you know, Tesla goes batshit crazy. You know, it could, you know, gap up 5%, 3%, 10% a day. I don't want to hold it if I already, you know, got what I wanted. So, you know, when I shorted over here, we shorted it twice. The first time we only got like 10, 15%. This second one, I think we got the 40% because we noted that here we made a lower high, which is very bearish in our favor. So we went short again right here, and then we got 40% from there. But depends. Everything's dependent. Trading, there's nothing solid. I think Tesla will go up in the morning and react to quarter sales and either go down or up. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Again, if we're playing the Elliott wave, we should get something like this, which I think we just. So we get this. This is A, B, C. And then we should go higher. However, I do see that the fact that we're doing it near supply, and then we also get this candle right here, it could be a very bearish sign, especially, you know, the volume coming in over here and over here. This could be a very bearish sign. You obviously see people panicking. So just be careful. Anyways, on another note, my time is up. I am about to go have dinner. So thanks for tuning in. Remember the stocks we went over today. Make sure you guys save it. Do you find Elliott Wave is accurate for your trades? Yes, I do love Elliott Wave. If you guys are interested in learning Elliott Wave, I don't teach it, but Coronek Trades on Twitter is amazing. KORINEK_trades. He has like 20,000 followers on Twitter. He's amazing, and I'm learning a lot from him. But I don't teach it myself because I'm still in the process of learning. But you can't just use Elliott Wave to predict the trade. I mean, I've been pretty solid and consistent with just supply and demand. So I think the first thing you got to learn is supply and demand, and then from there, apply the Elliott Wave. It really just helps you. I wouldn't say time, because time is, you know, no one can really time it, but you'll know a little more of if you're buying the dip or if you should sell the bounces. So thank you, Homer. Thank you, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember, it's 6 p.m. EST from now on Thursdays. And I wish you guys make a ton of money.